So the most important trend is the transition from more to better. And of course, your question to us should be, but how do we actually then do that? How do we move from more to better? And I must admit that being a futurist, we believe that the greatest challenge of our generation, of the time that we're in right now, is cleaning up and letting go. It's not adding crap to the world, which the world doesn't need. It is to kind of like make this space where new and better things can arise and not drown in information and complexity and bureaucracy. So we need to let go, and we need to build up a muscle power to think about what is better. You have to consider that for so many years success has been about doing more. So we have a huge muscle in our minds and in organizations that is coping with how do you get more, how do you grow more, how do you sell more, how do you build more. But then when you start asking people about what does better mean, well, we don't have this brain capacity to reflect on the question why. So we need to have some specific guidance to do that. And this one thing that we have that works really well, we call empty your refrigerator. And you have to take that quite literally. So what we mean is that you go out one day where you have a couple of hours and then you clean your fridge. You take all your stuff out on the kitchen table and then you clean your fridge. And it would be nice if your fridge is so clean that it kind of like it stings your eyes when you put your head inside your fridge. And when you've done that, then you look at all the things you have on your kitchen table. And now the better process starts. So you start reflecting, is this stuff, is it more or is it better? Do I eat this just because I think I should, or I've been eating it for 20 years, or do I really like it? Is it good for my body? And then maybe you'll find a product like an energy drink where you can say that there's nothing wrong in the product in itself, but maybe for me it'll just make me like an Energizer bunny and it will give me too much sugar. If you send this product to people who are starving in Africa, it would be a perfect product. So it's not so much again to say that there's something wrong with the products. It's more to say that, is this product meaningful to you? Will it actually improve your life? Will it put you in a better direction in your future? And when you've done that with your fridge, of course this is a metaphor for life in itself, you can move on to a kitchen drawer. You could take the shed outside in your garden, or if you have some stuff up under the roof, you could take your friendships, you can take your spouse, your girlfriends, and so on. It's not so much again to say that you have to let go of them, but again asking, what can I do to improve this situation? And of course, do it at work. We are so bad at letting go at work. IT, it pours in with new software and IT solutions and courts and stuff, and we never let go of anything. It's the same in the schooling systems. We get new and new and new and more and more and more, but do we ever sit down and say, hey, maybe we don't need schools, maybe we need teachers and educations, maybe we don't need all this stuff. We can actually improve and perform by letting go. And this is a process that can be quite uncomfortable to many people, and that's really good if it becomes uncomfortable, because then you are improving. If you know about going for a run, you'll also know that sooner or later you become uncomfortable. But what you do there is that you tell yourself, okay, maybe I can just push myself 10 seconds more, and then you actually improve. And that is the same that you just have to do every day. Make it a little bit better. If it becomes uncomfortable, just improve for 10 seconds. And then you are building up this muscle power in order to make everything better for yourself and for others in the future.